up, my fast builders? The Cubs won today. The first playoff win since 2017. And this is the first ever playoff reaction on this channel. This will be from the rest of this season. The 2025 postseason will be playoff edition. And we will, for the wild card, I'll do Orb today, and if the Cubs can get win number 2, it will be Mortis. But then, the division series, if they make it to the division series, would be Orb again for all 3 games that are needed to win. If they get to the NLCS, it will be Mortis. Then, the World Series, if they get there, I would do 2 and 2. Alright, so, gonna bring in the buddies. Oh, I want to tell you this. Aces are finals bound! It's like, hello! Yay! Cubs won a postseason game today! Yay! They sure did, Crystal. They sure did. Alright. Hello! Oh, yay! Postseason win! That's right, Orb. Postseason win. And originally, I thought this was not going to be Marquee was not going to, do this. But,
Let's show you how it all unfolded. Game 1 highlights in the oven. Here we go. Craig Counsell making sure the fellas are fired up. Jake, he said if they asked him for an inning, he could give them one.
I see why.
Yeah, might need to locate just a little more. But Matthew Boyd, he was all about that location. Facing Nando nice and early. And Tatis Jr. rolls one to the Gold Glover. Dansby.
Listen, it was big for him to get through that first inning unscathed, right? Made some pitches when he needed to.
Oh, okay, yeah, they actually don't do the game. They're just throwing the highlights in the post-game show.
Lifts one to Happer, then Manny Machado, rip shot to Matty Ice. So a first frame of the scoreless variety for Matthew Boyd. Very stoic, walking off the field. Next frame, Jackson Merrill. You know he's a Hornets
this
nest
the guy,
every turn of the corner. And that one finds some outfield grass, and he's off to the races. Cliff.
Out the box, right? Out the box, he's thinking 2, slides in. Head first with the double, and you're thinking, oh boy, here they go, right? Lead off double, never good.
Yeah, Mike Schilt, he knew it was good when Xander Bogaerts got back to full health, and right here,
that's
double in
gonna
the left
be a
center
run.
field gap. Merrill, he scores. Xander, he advances to third on the throw. So the Padres on this
and he gets away.
They continue to see the lead.
That was that
That's
PCA.
baseball. That's what you do in the postseason, right? Yep. You have to take the extra base when it's given to you.
But hold on a second, because the Cubs, they would indeed buckle down. Ryan O'Hearn.
What a play.
What Dansby. Let's go. There's that shoulder shimmy we spoke of, and him getting it across the first base to Michael Busch. And that was heavy.
By the way,
and
I did watch this game from start to finish. And the
and
bullpen was excellent today. They might tell you, they might say it, but I'm gonna tell you, it was a 14 straight batters. They did not allow a base runner.
Fourth inning, how about it? O'Hearn up again, 1 out, runners on the corners, and this one
might be the play of the game.
Play of the day. Shallow center, Dansby Swanson over his shoulder.
Holy cow, Dansby!
That's what you call presence of mind.
It's always how he goes about his business. The first step, how he goes back, and he knows where that ball is to make this catch. Look where the eyes are. On the baseball, over the shoulder, and then to stop and look right at third base where there's a base runner to get that baseball back into the infield.
How about more Gavin Sheets, and how about
I thought he clicked him here.
Defense. Yeah, we did.
Don't ask me why.
Yeah, Pete saying, I got this. Let's go swing the sticks and let's go get things popping. So, top of the 5th, here we go. Freddie Fermin. Now, this is a guy who looks a whole lot more hitterish than his numbers would actually dictate.
Hacks today.
Yeah, didn't he? You would never know that he batted right at 250 with only 4 home runs. That one punched into the gap, and that would bring Matthew Boyd's day to a close. 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 Ks, just 1 free pass, Cliff.
Yo, hats off to Matt Boyd.
Sorry for the
ball game. Give him a chance to win, and then here comes
how about this?
Dude.
Ooh-wee, there he is, Daniel Palencia, Tatis. to Seiya Suzuki, Luis Arise.
Oh,
Oof, once again, the
99
technician.
with shadows. Good luck.
Like I said, if you had to get a bat and go up there against him, you probably take that
Oh,
bat.
and here
put it
comes
right
the
back
here
in
comes the
rack.
power,
And
by the way,
he,
in this
Mr.
inning.
Big Thighs taking care of business. And Nick Pivetta, well, in the very early goings of this one, he was taking care of business. Bottom of the first, Ian Happ, see you later. No pulling the trigger there. And then Carson Kelly went down chopping. PCA.
Well, the ump
that's
was a
tough. And then
Padres
Ian
ump.
Happ, Pivetta, he was dialed in, Cliff.
Oh, he was
The
down
ump
in.
was a
You saw this
Padre.
picture right there on the
His,
black.
he was
Talk
calling
about
like
a guy
his
who's
zone was
pinpoint control.
terrible. And that ties it right there. That's 5 straight for Seiya.
Solo stroll like a drifter. He was born to walk alone. That squares the affair at 1 apiece. Next up, Carson Kelly. And listen to this first.
And look at that. We're going back to. Wait.
Seiya swings, drills one deep left center field. This is going to tie the game. It's gone.
Look at Seiya.
Oh, Zach Zaidman sounding just as good as all those fans.
Carson
at
Kelly
Wrigley.
now.
And
Let's see what
Carson
he
Kelly
does.
told you he's coming up, and you know what? You never do.
That's gonna
Just a
be
big
back
bat in
to
the style,
back.
Cliff. That one absolutely hammered.
I just can't believe he got on top of it. When
Come
we
on.
talk about Pivetta throwing that elevated fastball today, man, Carson says, you know what? I'm tired of swinging underneath it. I'm going to get to one of these, and bam.
Yeah, what does Carlos Pena always say?
my
Start
watch is
top
busted.
down. Is that where
You
you
can't
want to
tell
have
from
one? That's
here, but-
exactly what he did.
You want to block it up.
And he got one. And
I don't know if you
fans,
can
they were
tell
going
from
absolutely
there, but
bonkers. It was
there's
a
like 2
2-1
black
Cubs lead, and
spots.
Mr. Palencia
And like
would
the
stay out
screen is
there.
like
Sandra
kind of
Bogarts, this
bad.
one to the big field. Pete says your local grocer calls
True.
this one a can of corn. So the 6th frame, it's over with. Valencia out, Drew Pomeranz in, and he would really impose his will on Jake Cronenworth. This would put the 7th inning in the books.
I will say one thing about Drew today. He came in trusting his fastball.
Eddie
located
Vedder
where
would
he
do the
wanted to,
7th
threw about
inning
7 to
stretch.
8 of them in his outing, and just made the pitch when he needed.
Yeah, speaking of making the pitch when you need it, here's a guy that you really love, Andrew Kittredge, the former Baltimore Oriole. All he's done is come in here and fill up that strike zone as a Cub.
96, 97.
Let's go.
You think he was pumped up?
Absolutely, and so were the Cubs, because bottom of the 8th, runners on 1st and 2nd for Nico Horner. They put Michael Bush on to get to the man who's
Oh,
second
that's a wild
in all of
pitch.
baseball with runners in scoring position. Apparently, they didn't do their scouting, and just like that, a ball skipped to the backstop for Mean. The first time that we saw him in a starting role with Pivetta out there, and Nico
That's
Horner.
gonna
what'd
be
you
a
say?
sac
All you
fly.
can do,
250
250 feet.
feet.
Dan
it.
Swanson, he was running like his feet were on fire, Cliff. It's 3-1.
Always hustling.
Yeah,
he
they
know
won.
he know that insurance run was crucial in that situation.
And Dansby, yep, daps all around. The fellas, they were going nuts, just like all the fans that are still here, and they don't want to go home anytime soon. And then, after we saw Daniel Palencia come in, then Drew Pomeranz, who was going to close things down?
Oh,
Mr.
what a
Happy
pitch.
Jorway.
Called strike
BK,
3 under.
Brad Keller, Xander Bogarts. Shower time.
Wow, that was quick. But anyway, I hope to see you tomorrow. Because if the Cubs win tomorrow, they will advance to the division series to play the Brewers. So, I don't know if I told you the last video now, but the Brewers just beat the Raiders, and we'll head to the bye week 2-2 on the season. But let me tell you something about the Aces. The team was 500 at the All-Star break. They're now in the finals. Let that sink in for a bit. Until the next video, which will either be tomorrow, Thursday, or next season. Peace out. I'll say peace out too. Same here. Peace out. Alright.